And greetings, everyone. Welcome, 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 welcome. And I apologize for missing the stream yesterday. There was an emergency, and I had to, and it happened right before I was just getting ready to press the button to stream, and I got a desperate call, and so I wasn't able to stream at that time. Mr. Villager, oi, Mr. Villager, welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello, and obrigado, Mr. Villager. Thank you so much for the wishes, and I appreciate that. Thank you. Um, Let me start. I'm going to start really quickly because something happened in the Twitch episode yesterday. It actually happened when I was getting collaterals. Como está você? How are you? How are you doing, Mr. Villager? We are okay now. Now that we know my sister's okay, we're okay. So it was a little harrowing there for a little bit, but we're fine. Thank you for asking. Um, and Sanchez is asleep, actually, at this moment. So body in to front in a way. Yeah. Let's look at it. Hold on for a second. Let me go here. Let me go to here. And there we go. Yeah, I like it. I like it, and I like the other one too. And so I am enjoying both of them. So I'm going to wear this one for a little bit. I'll probably change back to my other skin from time to time, but then I love the first one you made. Just looks really dressy to me, and I like that as a dressy thing. So yeah, so this is very good. And obrigado again for it. So something happened yesterday, and the entire city is actually a little distressed. You were sleeping a few minutes ago? Okay, good. That's actually good. We lost one of the couriers yesterday. We lost Casey. So the people are distressed about that. Casey was the courier that was here, that was stationed right here. I did not move Casey into this apartment building. Maybe I should have, but I didn't. Casey was one of the families one of the people whose families were completely disrupted by the census, by the Minecolonies, what do you call it, family tree. So what happened was Casey and Lexi had actually raised Steffi. Steffi has Casey's last name, but when the census was done, it showed that Steffi and Casey, neither one of them recognized Lexi, and Steffi did not even recognize Casey, even though they have the same last name. Yeah, oh good, yes. It's a level 5, and it's actually really good. I'll come back to it in a minute. So Casey lost his partner and the woman who he thought was his daughter. And unlike all the other people in town who had disruptions, Casey was not happy about that disruption. And why does this story exist? Because Casey fell from here. he fell from the top of the town hall clock tower. And what does that sound like? That sounds like suicide. What was he doing on top of the clock tower, first of all? And it was just really strange. And so this station is empty. So there's a whole bunch of things that are going on in town, and Pierce has to deal with it. He's the mayor. And one of the things that's going on is now there are not enough couriers, not enough people handling logistics. Merrimack, by the way, because we had done research for the Undertaker, Merrimack actually got there in time and recovered the remains of Casey. And so that was his first time doing that. And actuality, one of the things that is upsetting, Ainsley, the builder, she's upset because if this had been a level 5, maybe Merrimack could have saved him, but I don't think so with a fall. And that's what Pierce was saying. And so he sort of allayed that thing where they were thinking that maybe there was a possibility to save him. But we'll never know. And Ainsley and Merrimack both kind of have that wonder of whether or not he could have, if the full level 5 of the Undertaker had been available. So she is working on the Undertaker now, and it is her intention to complete the Undertaker before she does any more work. Now, this is only the second death. So there would have been 3 deaths, except for a time, what would you call it? A time bubble, where we went back a day, like in the original Superman movie with Christopher Reeve. We actually went back a day in time because there was too much disruption from one of the updates that happened. And so we went back in time to actually do something about that disruption. And when we did, it went back before we lost who we lost. And right now, I don't remember whether it was Sato or Choji. It was more than likely Choji, but yeah, we did. So that was the thing. So the Druids investigated the death of the courier, Casey, and they told Pierce that there's simply not enough Druids. That if there had been some more Druids, someone might have seen him go up on the roof before he fell off and could have maybe prevented him from falling, from jumping or falling. So that is one of the things that is going on in town. So the Druids are saying to Pierce that there has to be more Druids, and Pierce is saying, "Well, we'll look at the students. We'll look at the students and see what we have." And so this, for example, is an empty Druid station right here. We have a new Delta Tower 2, which is a level 1, and we're going to look at that. But let's come here for a minute and let's just look at researchers for a second and see who we have. Let's get down to researchers. And so Researchers. Larissa is a researcher, and look at the numbers. Now, Larissa was a doctor, and she decided to go back to school. And look at her ability. She might actually really be a good druid. And she doesn't have any family ties right now. And I think that might be interesting. Let's look at one more researcher. There's Alessandro. Alessandro, he's a little low with the focus, but he's got a good amount of, and I believe that is that's somebody's kid. Hold on for a second. Let me see whose kid that is. Just a minute. Let's look at the family tree. And it is not. Oh, okay. So Alessandro is one of the kids who must have come in as an orphan and was raised. Let's see who raised him. There it is, Lexi and Casey. Lexi and Casey raised Alessandro and Steffi. And Alessandro is Lexi's kid. And yet Lexi is not claiming her kid either. So both of them, the Steffi Atherton has Casey's name, and Alessandro has Lexi's name. And I'm going to go look now and see why they are not claiming their parenting. It's too late for Casey, unfortunately, to be acknowledged, but why isn't Lexi acknowledging her kid? Hold on for a second. So the only thing I can think is, and just a minute, I'm going to make this go away over here. The only thing I can think is that it's not their kids. It's relatives of theirs from another town that was in trouble that sent their kids to this town to be raised. You think researchers should research about air vents for local mine shafts? It would be a big worry about miners getting too much dust in their lungs, or some measure is done. That's an interesting thing, and I don't know now whether Trenton, let's look at Trenton and Mirafled for a minute. I want to see if they actually are wearing masks. There's a lot of stuff that's been done for the miners. They can have a guard. They are not susceptible to fire. They actually have fireproof clothing, and that saved them. So the dust aspect of it is interesting and would seem like they would be in some kind of mask, the same way the concrete mixer is and some of those. So that's an interesting thing. Let's go see Lexi for a minute. I want to see if I was right that she is not claiming that person to be her child. Who is this? Emmanuel, what are you doing there? So I get concerned about this. He can get out. This is the baker. What he is actually trying to do is teleport. He was probably at the saloon. It rained last night, and he was probably at the saloon and woke up, had a little too much to drink, and woke up there. So let me call him for a minute. Back to here. There we go. And he'll just have to go home afterwards. It seems this mine has some pipes for that, so I think everything is in order. Okay, that is true. This is Mixasa's and Matlam's design for the underwater base mine. And the underwater base mine did have the works for getting air and stuff down in. It even has this big, huge drill to help the miner. So there's a lot going on there. And then Trenton is connected to that. This mine is actually a double mine. So this is the archaeology mine right here, which is a much more traditional mine that goes all the way down, but in actuality is connected to, as you can see here, the other mine, and so all of that air filtration is through both mines. So let's go find Lexi for a minute, and I want to see. So I have 3 guard towers that nobody's doing anything about. And I'm curious about Jackson. Jackson has been at the university for a while now, and he is not necessarily getting any better with his druid studies. What if he doesn't want to be a druid? Look at this. So Alessandro is not Lexi's kid. And she and Casey raised those 2 kids that have their last names, but they're not their kids. They must be relatives' kids. And sometimes when kids come in as orphans, as soon as they're grown up, they still appreciate those parents, but they're not connected to them. And so that is what is happening there. We were looking to see about putting in some more druids, which is what Pierce wants to do. And let's look here. I'm going to look at this location for just a minute. So we do have Larissa, and we do have Alessandro as, but let's see if we can find Jackson and see if he wants to do this. So Relissa definitely does. Relissa, she wants to. I think maybe that Alessandro might want to. We'll see. So we have 2 researchers that could, in fact, be druids. Rocco is a druid now. Maya, of course. And where is Jackson? That is interesting. Hold on. We passed him somewhere, because Jackson is in the Earth Sciences department. And let's see if he is hiding. Wouldn't that be curious? That he doesn't want to be. Courier. Is that actually possible? Look at that. I am not getting him. There's Vira, so we know Vira. Uh-oh, I'm gonna have to leave. I heard he's working on this. I can't find Jackson. Hold on, let me get out of here, because Hira is working on this building. Let's go over here for a minute. At least this town isn't one of the other towns that treat these poor workers from underground like animals left to suffocate. Yeah. Sigh. I know. Why is it so dark in here? What you guys doing? Are you doing something? What's going on? Jackson, where are you? I see Jorge. I see I see you guys. I thought Jackson was a part of you. But wait, don't do it that way. He might be sick. Hold on for a sec. Let's look and see. Let's come here. And sure enough, he's sick. Okay, let's come here for a minute. I want to see. Oh, and there's no question that Jackson is in fact a druid. And, oh, except for the focus. And the focus is 20. It's the highest of them. So we're going to have Jackson become a druid again. And if he wants to be on this side of the world, we're actually going to give him the Delta Tower, the new Delta Tower. And then we'll give, but he always liked the other side. Hi, Jackson. There you are. He always liked the west side. And remember, we did promise him the coast. So let's give him that. I don't think that's changed. And I don't know whether, I didn't see any indications that Fallon and he were getting back together in any kind of way. So we're going to have Jackson go back to the east, to the Wide River project. It allows him to be really high in the mountains, which is what he liked. And wasn't that a cool outfit that he had on? It definitely was. So right here at this guard tower, this is going to be Jackson's tower. And let's see if anyone is stationed here yet. Rocco is stationed here, which means that Jackson is going to get the balloon, which is perfect for him. He always wanted it, and we will have him return to being a druid here. And he does have the mana and the focus for it, and so that takes care of him. Now, we've decided to tear down this guard tower right here. Even though Maya's in it right now, or Vira's in it. Let me see who it is. It is Maya. Maya's in it. Maya understands that she is going to have the new guard tower on the Delta. She's always been over on this side, and we're going to give her the new tower there. And let me check for a second. And we still have a mining guardian that hasn't been replaced. Now, we could put Maya in there, but I prefer Elvira and Maya, to come to these tall ones here. Who doesn't want? You already saw some of the kids just running and getting inside of it because they love the balloons. Yeah, that is true. That is true. Now, so let me have some light here. This isn't ready enough for her. And it's not going to be ready until level 3. So she's going to stay where she is for right now until that's ready, because the one that she's in is going to be torn down. The other guardian, so we have 2 guardians on the Wide River, and we only have 2, so we'll think about that. We have 3 guardians on this side, actually 4. And wait a minute, do we actually have a guardian assigned? Oh, we don't. Now, what if, because of his relationship with Fallon, and because Fallon is not in a relationship with anyone, What if we had Jackson take this one? Nah, I can hear him objecting already that he doesn't want to do that. And let's come here. This is the one right in here. And this one, who's sleeping here? Lexi. So this guard tower doesn't have anyone in it. Now that would be interesting, wouldn't it? If we put Alessandro in here, where Lexi is, that would be very strange. But we could do that. Would be amazing if pilgrim villagers could come to visit, but you think a problem would be the babies. Baby villagers sometimes can be a little problematic. It's better only adults. Probably. Yeah, and the way we're telling the story, we get these shiploads of orphans who come in, and the townspeople make a decision to raise them and to help them get adjusted to their new town by not being in an orphanage, but being in a family situation. So let me see if I can find, there we go. So there he is. I still am not sure, but we're going to put Alessandro here for now. And that is the woman who is, they're probably friends since they're not directly related. Obviously they're not, since she's not claiming him. So they're probably friends, and that will probably be good. The other person that we need, we could put Larissa in this guard tower here, under here, and that will, hold on. Mr. Villager, imagine if some of them just come, cut one of the ropes on the balloon, and it would, really? Well, that would be interesting. That definitely would. So let's see who else there is again, just for now. We're going to look at our researchers one more time. We know we have Larissa. I'm just looking for researchers to see if anyone is unhappy. There is Jaylene, and Jaylene is working in the poppy fields, so she is there. We know that Maya is going to take over the Delta Tower, and so that just leaves either Larissa or, I'm looking, there they are. So there's Ainsley. Ainsley's studying in the astronomy building, and A.S. is studying either earth sciences, and Bowden is the dean of the medical building. And let's see, and George has some good numbers, and then Micaiah, wow, look at Micaiah. We're gonna make Micaiah, Micaiah was raised by Adamanta and by Keanu, but she is an orphan, and she does not acknowledge, she did not acknowledge them as parents. So that is, I mean, she's grateful to them, but they are not her mother and father. That's what I mean by acknowledgement. And so, okay, that's all that we have to worry about right now. Those are all the guardian stations that we have. We have three male druids, and then the rest are females, and they're going to get equipment, and it would be good. Would you allow free tours for the library, or it would have to be paid by a little discount for your next trip? Hold on for a second. Let's go into the ambassador's suite in the town hall. I'm going to put a light on so you can see. And I'm holding a lantern. I'm going to come up here, and this is the ambassador's suite right here. And I am going to go to bed for a moment. So the way that the right now, I think what is happening is that Pierce has determined that the town is fine money-wise and does not necessarily need to charge for the attractions that exist in the town right now. So they're not going to charge for Mixasa. Salut! Salut, Mixasa! Welcome, welcome. And merci beaucoup. Thank you for your concern as well. Thank you. She is actually resting, and as I said, she did not have to go to emergency, and that was actually really good. So getting back to the thing that the tourist attractions are right now free. The only thing that generates money in regards to the tourist attractions is this gift shop right here. And this gift shop, people can come in and purchase books about the attractions, or they can purchase flowers and little items like that. Now, I haven't done that much here, so it's possible that I will add some more things to this. I'm going to get her off of there for a second. This is Evangeline. So Evangeline decided that she was going to take, thank you, that she was going to take the gift shop and have it, and Ella was going to do the poppy fields. Pouring down rain on the lush. That's why it got so dark. And this is perfect. Mixasa, since you're here, Mr. Villager, since you're here, look what we've got. This is the level 3 of this restoration of an ancient building that's older than the skeleton kingdom that was using King Mountain, and that is the reason why it's named King Mountain. But this was discovered, and this part here is the entrance to the building. Now I'm going to take away the lantern. So I don't know whether you can see it yet. I certainly can, but there is a face right there. I did have a light in my hand. Let me make sure I do. It is dark because it's raining, but that looks like a face to me. So this is going to be really interesting. This is the level 3, and you can see that there's still construction and restoration going on the inside, and there's still areas that still have to be recovered on the inside, but we can go in here and begin to look at these corridors. So here is a set of corridors here. Wow, look at the stone. Ancient stone, basalt, ancient stone. And we're coming up into this area, and that was not a step. There's actually a step missing there. Interesting. So in this area, we can see that a lot of work is being done. Now, the work is slow because it's necessary for them not to damage any of the architecture as they are recovering this building. And so this is what we're looking at, that this recovery is going on. Now that goes back down. Let's come over here for a minute and let's see. I thought I did some steps up, and there is another step up, but I don't see it going anywhere. Do you see that? Let's see. Let's come here. Ooh, but look what we found. Ooh. Ooh. Here. Wow. Look at this coming out right here. And we see that there was something in this area. It's dark. Let me see what happens if I put, yeah, I did have a light. But this is what happens if I put a light there. You can see the work, see all the different things that are being uncovered. And that is really gorgeous. So let's see if we can go down this way. We can. So we're going to put a light on again so that we can see. I think I have a light in my hand. I do. So we can see going down the stairs here on this side and coming down into this section of the hallway here, and then going down the stairs here. You don't care if restoring is being slow. You just hope the cleaning is faster after this phase. It'll be interesting to see what happens with this. Now, because of Casey's death, Ainsley is focusing on the undertaker. So when she is done, she'll return to working on this again, but she might have to work on the library and the enchanter and the alchemist before she does those things. And that's one of the things that we can look at. Lyra might be able to help her with some of this, and Hera as soon as they are done with their projects. But that's what's happening right now. Lila is going to work on this building right here, which is the dye shop. Speaking of Lila, so Lexi Lexi is not in a relationship, but Nakiasha is. And Naki is in a relationship with Annie, and there has been a little bit of concern by Annie about Nakiasha working with Lexi. It seems that Annie is thinking that Lexi is way too interested in Nakiasha, who is Annie's partner, and so Nakiasha does not want there to be, she doesn't want there to be distress between her and her partner. So Lexi, she's talked to Lexi about exchanging so that Nakiasha works here with with Leroy, and Simeon comes down and works with her. However, Nakiasha lives right here. This is where they were living. I think they moved into this house right here. They moved into this Incan house right here, and there they are. The kids have all moved into dorms, and except for Vivan, who is Annie's kid, and he is the new blacksmith. If she lives there, she would be taking these ladders up, and then she wouldn't have any way of getting up to here. Lexi is saying that she is respectful of the relationship that Nakiasha has with Annie, and that she would prefer her to stay. And Nakiasha right now will talk it over again with Annie and see if Annie is okay with it. And that will take care of the two of them. So we did do the guardians. Let's look and see this. We have the couriers saying that there are not enough couriers now. And we do have a couple courier sites. We can go down. Why don't we go down to the warehouse for a minute and see how many? I believe that we only have 5 now, but let's check and see. Oh, and it's raining on the Lush. I forgot about the rain on the Lush. Let's come in here. Let's come here. This is one of the river runners. I think that if I sleep on that, I won't be able to get up. So I'm just going to pull out a sleeping bag and sleep here for a moment. And there we are. So this is a river runner that came in. We already got the merchandise off of here that Rosa Ouro was expecting from Prasino, and that was potatoes and carrots. So Prasino grew potatoes and carrots for Rosa Ouro. We have how many altogether? Wait a second, manage. We only have 5. Now, a level 5 can have 10. I thought it was 12, but it's actually 10. So we are way underserved here. So I'm going up to Casey's. It has been a couple weeks since Casey passed away now. And everybody understands that we do have to have someone take over his location right here. And so that's what we're going to look at right now. And let's see if we have anybody, students or anyone available. If we don't, this is where we're going to wait for the boat that's coming in with the next set of children, orphans, or people are going to be allowed to have their own kids. More people, more people. Definitely. So let's look at what we need for courier. We need agility. And we're going to look at researchers also just for a minute. But as far as our students are concerned, Calliope, who is Nakiasha and Annie's kid, she does have an aptitude for it. She was raised here, so she has less skills in the beginning, but that means she'll get better faster. and do that. So we could have her. Muhammad is better. Muhammad's actually better. And we probably need both of them. And am I looking at, no? Let's come here for a second. I just want to look at researchers and make sure that I don't have somebody who is an amazing, there's Larissa, and the adaptability is not there. She's definitely, because she has doctor training, she's definitely a druid. There's Ainsley having the 8 as well. And the 5, and there's Alexia. Look at Alexia. And Aes. I think Aes was actually a courier before. Let's have Aes run this one, and we'll look at the other. Courier station. Aes is going to run this. Aes, I'll have to check and see where he's living in relationship to the fact that he is now working there. Let's come down here and let's make sure that he can use this warehouse. You would think children's shelters for house the orphans would be better than they're housed in the saloon. They're not housed in the saloon. When they come in, but I understand what you're saying. As a matter of fact, they are housed in the saloon because the saloon is usually a place for them temporarily. So that is true. Hold on for just a minute. It's a little early for me to be distressed, but I didn't have a good night, so I think it's taking its toll. Let's come here and we're at the warehouse. Let's come to couriers, manage workers, and let's have Aes be here. Now I'm going to find the other courier station for a minute and see. I do agree, and that would be an interesting suggestion. But I think that Minecolonies is going to say that in a typical town, the kids move into whatever house is empty. And so there really isn't the need for that in the same way, I think. But that's something that we can look at, trust it a little bit more. I wanted to, but both Vincentius Primus and my sister were saying it would probably be good for me. I was really distressed by what happened. It was pretty serious, and I was distressed. And I think they were thinking that now that everything is okay, meaning she's out of danger, that this would probably help me, get over the stress of it. So there is Rory right here. And then we have the person who is supposed to be living in this rail station, running the rail station and living here. We don't have any place, we don't have anyone who can live here right at this moment, but we might not can wait for that. We might need to just go ahead and have one of the people be here. And who did we see? So let's see here. Let's come back down I'm just going to look at researchers for a minute, because we're just looking at researchers. Gorman is the dean at the astronomy in the astronomy building. Chalia looked like she was good for it. Chalia's doing the thing that Merrimack did, where she's trying all sorts of jobs. She's been a druid, and she didn't seem to like it as much. She might just want to be out, out. Some people don't like office jobs and things. She has a 9. She's way too far away from here, but we could have her come and live in this area. And we're just looking at one more. I think that Chalia is probably going to be it. Let's look at Muhammad at the top. Muhammad is an 8 and 11, and Chalia, see if we can find her again. Chalia is I think I passed her. Yeah, I think I did. I think she was in the middle. Come on. Because she definitely is a researcher. So we have George, and there's Poppy, and there she is. Let's have her run this station. We're going to have her run this station, and now we need to make sure that both of the 2 new couriers actually live somewhere. So we're going to move Chalia over here right away. She's like 300 away from this location. Wrong one. Let's see if we can put her here for the time being. This is 4 of 5. We cannot. Let's see over here and see if we can put her here. I think it's, nope. Yep. Let's put her here. Yes, this is where she needs to be. And so let's have Chalia live here. And there it is. So 85 is kind of far. We'll see if we can get her closer as time goes on. But right now, I suppose I could put her here and move one of the researchers over. This might make a difference. Let's come here and look. And let me see. So everyone is far away in this place. Look at this. Look at where Riley is. Look at where Wayne. Wayne is probably the only one because he's a student. So let's unassign him and let's have Chalia move into this area for a second. That makes her a little bit closer. So we'll put her here and let's put the student right here. All right, let me see. Yep, there we go. And there we are. All right. How much time do we have? We have a full half. So this is an hour and a half in each one. We have a full half hour to actually have some kids. Let me go and get Chalia settled in the warehouse for a minute. And you will try not to, what are you saying? What are you talking about? What did you just say? You will try not to mess up my stuff about Prasino and Rosa Ouro. You know perfectly what is perfect for the state. I don't mind your suggestions. I think they're interesting. And you're absolutely right as far as an orphanage is concerned. The only reason why Pierce doesn't like the idea of an orphanage is because he was raised in one, and so he doesn't like orphanages. There she is, right there. I'm going to put Chalia here, and that gives us 7. So that should help. We need 3 more, and so we'll see. So he is the one, and it's interesting that both towns kind of came up with this idea of when the towns were very new and there weren't any couples yet. He said we could have an orphanage and raise kids in orphanages. I'm not fond of that. Or we can have individuals form couples that would be raising the kids until they grew up. And there's no obligation beyond that, that it is just to make sure that they are cared for while they're young. And the town agreed. The town agreed that that was a good thing. And the only catastrophe that has happened from that is Casey. And it's unfortunate, but like the Druids said, they needed some more help, and that probably could have avoided the situation. All right, we're here. Do we want to do it? Am I in a position to do it? Ooh, I took away some of my things that I need. Ooh, in order to do it. Hold on for a second. Let me do this for just a minute. I didn't get a chance to show you something though. Hold on, Mr. Villager. I didn't get a chance to show you some work that we did that I'm starting to do a little bit more of. And that is getting, this is going to be more important for Prasino because they're having the most trouble with the rails. But this is, I found a solution, Mixasa. I found a solution to the rails, and I thought that it had to be done through a mod, but Domum Ornamentum makes fences out of anything. And so we are going to make fences out of glass. And the interesting thing about, not fences, walls. The interesting thing about walls that fences don't do is that you can have a wall made out of a different material and it will connect to the wall next to it. Whereas with some of these light fixtures, here's a perfect example, they don't connect. And so it actually is going to make it possible, I'm going to start doing it slowly but surely, to change all of the walkways to have glass rails. And I'm going to call it an upgrade because they look really good with the fence, but with the glass, it looks like, especially with a level 5 building like this, it looks finished and it's really pretty and I like it. And they can look through it, and so can I. And so I am really happy that this game, that I like remembered. Oh yeah, I think so. I think all of them, but it's not going to happen overnight. So this is a level 5 building, so I could do it here. But there are bunches of buildings that are not ready for that yet, and that is something that we can work on. Let me see what. Okay. A half hour is enough time. And I just tried a sample here. I was just looking to see what it would look like. And I definitely like it. So we'll see what happens with it. Hold on for a second. Okay, I am back, and let me just get myself situated here for a minute. Let's look at this for a second. I'm going to get some clean. I need a clean sheet because I am going to do the kids. And let's come over here. We need some more people for the different things that we need, since we have the housing worked out now, and I want to see how this works. What will be odd? You mean having the glass will be odd? Who knows how much it will cost from the town hall? That'll be interesting. That'll be interesting. So we'll see. Right now, that's the least of our worries as far as the town is concerned about putting in those railings. They've only lost 2 people here, but in Prasino, I need to do something because we've lost a lot of people from in that area. Part of it was the monster, but some of it was not. Settings. Shall we begin? I'm going to do more than the usual amount. I'm going to do, it depends on how many orphans I get, but I'm going to probably do a level 5 can hold 10. I think I'm going to do 8, which is 2 more than the normal that I do. And I think I'm going to start right now. So now we have to go here to make sure that we see them coming in. And it will show us in the same way that it's showing visitors spawned. It's going to show the kids when the kids start coming. And we'll see. Now, judging from, and there it is. So there's the first person. Let's see. Gavel. I don't remember that name. That'll be interesting to see if we have a Gavel already. I probably do. And let's look. And we definitely have a Glover. I know that for sure. Now the question is, are they here in this town or are they in Prasino? That'll be interesting. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think 8 is all I'm going to be able to handle. Briella. We have a young lady named Briella. Afton. Okay, and so we've got 3 so far. And a visitor spawned in between. And there is Ailani. So we have an Ailani. We haven't had an Ailani here. You are Zon. So we'll have to see if she is an orphan. I don't recognize her name. So we'll find out. That's number 4. And number 5, Joelle. Tenford. I recognize that name. If I'm not mistaken, that's Isabella's name. That would be curious. Isabella and Sato having another kid. And I just need 3 more. And there's one. Ooh. Okay, now we've got siblings. Dulce, Tenford. So there's 2 kids who are together. And Curzon. Yeah, doesn't that sound familiar? And Rome. Asuma. Oh, Rome. Asuma. Suma. Now that is going to be interesting. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. We're getting 1 more person. We could get 9 because we have 2 kids who are together. There's one there, Alana Yui. I recognize that name too. And 1 more. I'm going to get 1 more because we have siblings. And that will be all. So I'm going to get ready to close that. And there it is. That's the last one. And so turn off new citizen spawning. And let's go back to information. And the last one is Carly Attleboro. And she's the 9th. K-A-R-L-E, Attleboro, A-T-T-I-L-B-U-R-G-H. Okay. All right. So let's do this. So the first thing we need to do is get them into school. Good. And we're going to run up and quickly do 2 things. When Faye is Fright Switey is not teaching. She is actually the librarian for the medical. So we have to hire Faye back for just a second. And there she is. And then let's get all the kids to be in school. And there we go. Okay, so in a few minutes, all the kids are going to show up here at the school and come to school. And hello, and Faye is going to be ready for them. Now remember, Faye, in the beginning, Pierce and Keanu had called her Friday. all her life, but Marmaduke did not want to call her that because he knew that Faye had been in love with Piers and that Piers turned her down. So Marmaduke called her Faye, just to separate that history of theirs. So the kids will come in just a moment. Right now I don't see a single one, so that has me a little tiny bit concerned. Did you notice? Where are they? I don't see them on the street. Now when I come back here, they're probably all going to be in the classroom, but they aren't. Where are they? This is interesting. Hold on. Do you see what I see? Let me come down here and see if it's showing that they live here for a minute. I see. What are you all doing here? What are you guys doing here? You're supposed to be in school. Why aren't you? Why aren't you going to school? I see what you're saying. Let me take this right here and let's manage housing and unassign all of them from there. And let's see if we can get them. Why aren't they going to school? I did put them in school, right? Unless I didn't. Let's see what it looks like. Let's come here. Let's come here. Maybe I didn't. Let's see. And it is showing all 9 of them. Recall the kids. And there we go. Okay. So we recalled some of the kids. What time of day is it? Let me look here. No, I assigned everyone. Yeah. It's 3 o'clock in the 2 o'clock in the afternoon. 16, 4 o'clock? 16 is 4 o'clock. So school's probably over. Let me get them into some housing. Let's look at Tenford for a minute. I'm almost positive that that is Isabella's name. And so let's come over here and let's look. And we'll look for Asuma also. So let's come here. Aha, there's Corazon. That's the kid. But let's come down here. I want to find Isabella for a minute. I knew it. And let's find Sato for a second. I want to see what Sato's last name is. Yes, so they have 3 kids. All right, so let's go to where they're living and let's see how many kids they can have in the house. I'm almost positive that they're living someplace where they can have a bunch, but I'm going to move them. Let's look at this. So they now have 4 kids among them, and they're all living here. But this house, I don't care for this house for the kids. I'm going to move everybody into this house right here. And let's see. Let's come in and let's do this. So we're moving Isabella. We're moving Sato. I need to find the parents first. And then we're moving Joelle, Dulce, and Rome. So Joelle, Dulce, and Rome will be here. There's Dulce, Joelle, and now I just need Rome. See if I can find. I might have skipped his name. Let's go back up here and let's look at the kids. So I've got one set of kids, and so that puts them as close. That puts them fairly close. It's not as close. They have to be walked to school, but it does put them closer to the school area. Let's look for, they're taken care of. So I'm going to check them for a minute, and we have them. Yui, I believe that is Turu's name, but I'm going to look for a second. Maybe we should have allowed the borns during the night. This way they would be going directly to school the next morning. We actually did. I started at night, believe it or not. I actually started at night, and then that happened. Let me go here. I might keep the kids in the ambassador's suite until I find where they belong, since we don't have an orphanage right now. And let's look here. I'm looking for Yui, and I think that is Turu, so I'm coming down here for a second to check and see if that is in fact Turu. Let me get this out of the way and go to the T's. Yes, Turu has a kid. Yay! Now, let me find the kid is Ailani. So let's come over here. Turu's been here a long time. So we've got a house right here. Let me see if anyone's living here. Lila is living here. So let's check this house right here. This is awfully far away. And since Turu is a courier, I think we might exchange the couriers so that Turu is closer to school and closer to her kid. So let's, for right now, put her in one of these houses right here. Let's come here, manage, and let's get Ailani. Wait, do I have two Ailanis? How do I have that? Alana. Okay, so Alana. Now, Alana is probably in the same building that Turu is in. So let me come down here and find Turu, and we'll put her here. And now let me come up and see if I can find Alana. This is what I like to do. So let's come here. I didn't see her, did I? There she is. Yay! Okay, so Alana and Turu are here. I'll find out if there is another parent in just a moment. And now the other, so that is, so I just have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see the other names and see if I can get the people who are involved with that. Doesn't have. You can't understand why the devs just made some kids eyebrowless? That is curious. I don't know. That I do not have an answer to. I don't have an answer to that. Let's come here. Let's look at this, and I'm looking for any name that matches. Gavel, Glover, Grafton, Curzon, right? And Attleboro. There's Julie. Look at that. It's Julie's kid. Julie has a kid. So Julie is the mother. I think it's this one. Hold on. And let's quickly do that. Let's get those two together. And we're going to come over here. At least it's funny. Yeah. Let's try and get Julie. Now, Julie is the carpenter, but we have another carpenter shop over here, and what we might be able to do is get her to work out of this carpenter shop that's over here while her child is in school in this area. So let's find Julie first. And whoop, there she is. It's Julie, and her kid is Kai. And Kai is right here. So now, let's see if we can get Julie to work out of this shop for right now. This carpenter shop down here. Now, granted, she's going to have to re-outfit it and do stuff so that she can work here. She's very spoiled in her place. She has everything worked out. Manage workers and the carpenter, and let's get Julie to come and work here. People do that all the time. They move for the sake of the kids, and that's what we're going to have her do. So let's right quick. Let's see if I can find, there, carpenter. I saw the word. There we go. All right, so Julie's going to work here at this carpentry shop. This is the west side. No, this is the east. This is the Wide River side. Let's go back really quickly. The sun's coming up. And let's see. Wait, has he grown up already? Probably. He probably has. And I'll come check on him in just a minute. This is the thing that happens. They grow up so quickly that there isn't anything that you can do about having them really have a family life. You barely get a chance to enjoy the fact that they're kids. And sure enough, there is Weston, and Weston is grown without knowing his parents. Let's see if we can find another Glover. But it also means that he came here as an older child. I have a better way to do this. Hold on for a second. I just realized I have a better way. Hold on. Let's come here. Let's go to Rosa Ouro for a second. And let's use something here. Let's use find. Let's use find. Can I find it fast enough? There we go. Find. All right, and now let's do the last name is Glover. So Glover. It's Omar. Omar has a kid. Great. This is perfect. So Omar's kid is Glover. Let's quickly get the other ones since they're going to grow up so fast. Briella is a Grafton. Let's look for Grafton, Grafton. And not found, so she is an orphan. And we'll have to find a couple who wants to raise her, okay? And then the last person is Adelberg. So let's look for Adelberg, Attilburgh. Not found. So we only got 2 orphans out of this, which is actually really nice. Most of the kids do have parents. And so now all I have to do is get Omar, his child, and then that just leaves Briella and Carly. And we'll have to find homes for them. So let me come back here. Let's make that go away. They're all in school today. And let's get... Now Omar is living up here, but we're going to check. Grafton can go to the university right here. And we're going to have him start in the library. Did I say Grafton? What's his name, actually? Omar's kid is Weston. So we're going to have Weston enroll into university. So let's manage and let's have Weston come here. And that's good. And then let's go find a place for Omar and Weston to live. And since it's daytime, I can actually check Omar for a minute and see what it says. What am I going to do about that? Look at that. So this is not Omar's child. This is a member of Omar's distant family. So this is a distant family member. And so when the orphans are put on boats, if there is the suggestion that there is a family member in the area, then they are put with that family member. So now, since Weston is new to town and doesn't have any guidance, he is going to live with Omar, and we're going to put them probably in this house for right now. Wait a second. I can put them in a house down here just for a moment until I decide what I'm going to do with the others. But we'll put them in here for now. So this is Weston here, but we have to find Omar first. We're looking for Omar. And I'm going to start right here. I saw Marmaduke. If I don't find him in this first run, there we are. And then Weston is at top. Okay, so he gets at least a chance to live with this distant relative and give them a chance to acclimate. We did Julie and Kai and wait, did I skip someone? And Grafton and Attleboro weren't there. Hold on, I think I did. Hold on for a second. Let me do this for a minute. Let me come over here and let's look for just a second. Let's come this way and let's find Curzon. I think I did not do that name. Curzon. Not found. Okay, so we have 3 orphans. All right. So let's do something about that. And let's come here. Make direction. Let me get out of this so that I can see you. And there we go. Yes, that's what you're going to do for now. Why don't we have new lamps on your street? Oh yeah, I've done some new lamps. I have. Let me find one of the bigger. Let's look at Julie and look at Julie and look and see if she has a partner.
Right away.
If she does, and this is not her kid either. So Omar and Julie don't have any kids. We could have them raise I think there's too many for them to raise all of them. But if we put all of them here, then Julie could work at her old job and Omar could be where he is. And this is a level 5. This is a level 5 right here. Right, so all we have to do is add this bed back here and the bed that was here. Ooh, we have a problem, Houston, because I believe the bed that was here was right here. So they can't use this house. So we'll have to put them someplace else. And we do have someplace else. So they can't use this house because I changed that room. And it means that that third bed can't be there. We have another house. And this only has room for 3 people in here. But we have a 5 up here. And we could put Omar here and Julie and the kids that are left. And they would raise them all since they don't belong to anyone. So let's move Omar here. He's closer. Julie is probably not going to be closer living here. But she's going to be here. And then let's have, first of all, their kids, which would be Kai and Weston first. So we need Kai to be here. Weston doesn't have to be here because he's grown. Let's do Briella. Have Briella live here. Have Ailani live here. Have Ailani live here. I thought I saw an Ailani. That would be interesting if I picked up one of, oh, there she is. And that's it. So they can raise the two girls with Kai, and then we still have one more kid, and we have some place where that child can be raised, and we've done that before. What we will do is there's still a space in Sato and Isabella's house, and they're the ones, it's interesting, they're the ones that wanted to have lots of kids, but they do. So their house is full. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so that takes care of them. Parents not assuming their children. I don't think they are their children. I think they came in on a boat, and I think that's the problem, that they came in on a boat and they don't belong to anyone. So we had Julie, Omar. We're going to need one more couple to raise the last child. And I think that we can use this place here because it's empty. And the child that still needs someone, that's what I did. I have Turu with her kid, and is Carly. So Carly is the last kid that doesn't have a place to live. So let's find Carly. And there she is right here. So did I put her in the other house? I didn't think so. Let's put her here for a second. And that is everybody. And let's come here. Let's come here. So all the children have a home in the area around the school. So they can all go to school here. And let me look. Everybody's okay. And yep, that's as far as we've gotten right now. Okay. All right. And because believe it or not, it's time to go to Prasino. So Julie has a little bit of a hike right now, but I think it'll be okay. Let me see who's here. Is this Bowden? Nobody's here. Perfect. Okay, so let's move. Nope, I'm going to leave it the way it is because everyone is actually housed. And I might tomorrow, during tomorrow's stream, I might go ahead and see about moving them closer and getting them situated for a little bit. So a couple of the orphans are being raised by parents, by people, by Omar and Julie coming together and raising some of the kids together. And they're living here. And yes, I'm just going to do this one last thing right here. Let's come here. Let's go here. I'm going to move them to the top of the hill. So let's do housing and unassign. So it'll say that they're homeless, so they'll be easy to find. And let's run up here. There's plenty of bed space here. We haven't done anything to get rid of the bed space here. So on this porch, there is a bed. And we'll put this bed down. Everybody is housed. There we go. The colonist that's homeless since the town was founded. I don't know. That's interesting. I don't think there's anyone actually. Okay, there's a bed there. I know there's a bed on the other side, and that takes care of all of their needs. And then the double bed, of course, which is right through here. So there's all the kids. And this makes it easier for Julie. I didn't move them in yet. Assign, 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 and assign. So there they are. And they are here. So we'll see what happens with that family. We'll see if they acknowledge themselves. And so now we just have Turu here. What's the matter, Alana? There's not enough ladder. Wait, hold on. Why can't you get up? There is a ladder there. Hold on, I'm going to take that away for a minute. Something's wrong with this. There should have been a piece there, but it looks like there isn't. Oh, yes, there. It's in the wrong place. Ah, it needs to be this way so she can get up. Okay, come up. You can come up now. You're going to be late for school. I'm going to recall the mom back. And the reason I am is because I want to see if Turu has a partner. So let's see. She does! Look at that! Coulson is her partner! Dun 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 dun! Excellent! She has fallen in love with someone. So let me get Coulson in the house with his family for a minute. And yeah, I will have to move them because they're so spread out and too far away. Coulson, where are you? Coulson is the smelter. Yay! Turu, after all this time, she has fallen in love with someone. And they have a child. Where are you? There he is. There he is. Okay. So when we come back, that will do. The ladder and trap don't work well. Yeah, I know. So I'm hoping that putting it on that side will work. If not, I'll have to check and make sure she doesn't get stuck there again, the little girl. So thank you. Merci, Mixasa. And there we go, people. We're going to rush over to Prasino right now. Rush. Here we go. Save and quit to title. We're going to the Green Town, and we're going to possibly do the same thing. We're going to see if we can bring in some kids to do something about the people that are needed there as well. So we'll see about that. But dun 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 dun, yay! Aw, that's so sweet. So Isabella, Omar is not Isabella's kid. Omar must have been the child of the man that she was in love with, who was lost at sea, and she was raising Omar. Isabella was raising Omar as her own, but now she and Sato have their own kids. And you remember that Sato was the one who was trying to find someone to be in a relationship with, and it wasn't working out. And so then Isabella moved into his apartment building, and they started seeing each other. We have rain again at 7 o'clock in the morning, so we're not going to be able to do anything unless it thunderstorms. So that is cool. Yay! And they have now a house full of their own children. They have 4 kids altogether. One of them's grown up already, and that is going to be fun. So here we are. We started berry farming, but they haven't received the seeds yet. They're still waiting for seeds. So Kasem and Anahi, it's not Ania, it's Anahi, are not going to be able to farm those lands right away. We moved Finley and Ryan and everyone else who didn't have a home out of the tavern, and they now have their apartments in the new apartment buildings. So Dondaness is still working on this apartment building, but I think Haley, the undertaker, moved in here. No, she didn't, so she might still be waiting to move in here. And that will be interesting. I think she's waiting to move in. And did we find her a space here? Did we find her a space? We did not. Let me see where Haley is for a minute. Or maybe she's in the other. Ah, she might very well be in the one where Finley is. And that would make sense if she is there. Two people are homeless. Oh, yes. That's right. Oh, wait. She's there. How did I miss that? She is here. Okay, good. So we put her here for the time being. And I remember that Violetta and Nolan were sharing that house together, but they are not partners. And so they can't share a house, or they'll never be partners, and they'll never have partners. And that's sort of what I'm doing, is trying to get people to meet people and have partnerships, or not, or they'll just remain singles. So we have one house here and it is filled to capacity. This is a level 5. This looks like it's a level 5. Let's see. It is not. Okay. So this is one of the places. Either Violetta or Nolan is going to live here. So that's one of the places that's being worked on right now. And then I think that's the only house on this side. And then around the corner is the Covenstead, and it is full. The Covenstead is definitely full. And yep. And I can't put any more people in than that. Because one of the apartments has been converted into a house, and that's the reason why. And then up here we have the other apartment building right here, and I know this apartment building is full. So it's been full for a long time. And sure enough, do we need another house here? Where's the new courier going to be? We can have a courier here, but the other courier is not going to have a place to live. And yeah, so remember the thing about the fence that I was talking about changing it to wall? So we tried it up here, and this is sort of to show you what it looks like. We put in this part right here, so you can see that when it's in, we won't have a break between this style right here and this that is part of this building right here. So I know that this is a level 4. I know that when they start working on this, that all of that is going to go away. I get it. This is what I want to do until such time. So does Prasino have enough funds to pay for the project? They do, actually, and I would like to do that. I'd like to, I think I might have to do that. I think Prasino is not going to get any children because I actually have 2 people who are homeless, and I don't have any place for this house to go. So here's a house here, and we looked at it, and we can have one of them be here. So let's have Violetta be here for right now, and then I still need another house. Now the thing is that they're down at this level, so this is actually the level where I need another house, and don't have another. And when I say house, I mean apartment building, because I have plenty of houses. But an apartment building, oh, now that would be interesting, wouldn't it? Ooh. We could do the same thing here that we did in Rosa Ouro, and we could put a house underground, an apartment building underground, but we have to find some place to put it. I don't have any room here. This is the this is the ambassador's place here. And right here, this is the graveyard right there. And this is a piece that belongs to the alchemist building, which means the alchemist is within these limits right there. So there isn't anything on that side. And over here, there's that house. And then the sawmill and the what's their names? The mechanic. The only place that maybe it could be is right here. So is it nighttime? No, not yet. It's only 5. Right here, see this blank wall right here? So we could do with this what we did with the others and put in an apartment building right here. I would have to wait until it's not pouring down rain and not so wet. So see this blank wall right here? It's not. This building has some space, and this building might come into this area, and that's what we have to look at. So everyone's going home now. I'm going to go into, yes, I'm going to go in here. We're going to go to the secret room in the builder's shop, where there is such a wonderful reminder of underwater base. I love it. And we're going to go to sleep. Yeah, I thought it had been solved too. And then just as I was thinking about children, I remembered that house, that people were living in that house together. And so that was unexpected. And so we definitely need to add another building. So the building that I'm talking about is this building, and we're going to show both versions of it for those of you who haven't seen this before. Let's go one, let's switch. Let's go to Urban Birch, URBAN Birch. Urban Birch, this is the Urban Birch residence right here. Let's raise it up and let's look at it. So as you can see, it's got ground around it. At the level 5, it's got window boxes and all sorts of crazy stuff going on the outside. So we stripped all that off in a flat land and put it into a separate pack. Monster, ST, I'm arcology today. Monster to mermaid. And in my residences here, I have a smooth urban, and there it is. That is the building completely stripped of all the outside pieces. And so if we put it in here, this would be underground, and the top floor would be where it would be. So let's try that. It's dark over here. I think even though it's daytime, it's still dark. I think just to do this, I'm going to have to put these lanterns in right here. So let's X that one, X, and let's do that again. So we're coming here, let's come to here, to residence. It come to the top. Sometimes it moves to the top. There it is, smooth urban. And now, this is the hut block. And now let's turn it so that the hallway is there. All right, so let me see a couple things. Let's see what lights come on. So there is the bottom of, there's the bottom of that building. Does that building actually have a basement? Hold on a second. Isn't this the bottom of this building? Yes, it is. Let's make this building go down. So this is the bottom of this building, but it's blasted. It's not a level 5. This building is not a level 5. This is only a level 3. Whoa! Okay, so as perfect as that might seem, we actually can't do this. This is only a level 3, and when the level 5 is being built, I think it's going to overlap in a way that they'll take away the top apartment building, the top part of the apartment building. We would have to have that building be finished, and if it was finished, then we could see this part right here. Did you hear that person fall? Yeah, that's the thing that I have to see, where that person came from and do something about that. So this would be the top floor right here. So see where the bottom of this is right here, and that is in that space. Now, in the space for this building, let's go in here and see. And it's not. Excellent. Excellent. So what's happening is these overlaps are not really there. And this building would sit here like this, which means we'd have to probably go down and make sure that water doesn't come in. Water doesn't come into those bottom buildings. But let me see here. Let me look. So I see this being very close. I'd like to push this one this way, and I just need to make sure that it doesn't come into there. It does not, and that's good. And now, what do I have? Which side of the building do I have? Do I have the right side for this? So the door is going to be right there, and let's put that back. So the door is going to be there, and then they go downstairs from here. So that's what we're talking about. I don't think I have to wait. Mixasa was saying that after level 1, they don't usually do stuff. That's underground. Those windows are closed there, so we should be okay to do this. So then we're going to have another building right here. Are we ready? I'd like to do this. Let's do this. Here we go. Now I have to build it because I didn't do all the due diligence that would allow a builder to do it. All I did was change the outsides and fix that part. But as far as making sure all the materials are there and all that, I didn't do that part. So I'm going to construct it. Did I check everywhere? I hear you. Hold on a second. Let me see if I checked everywhere. I just want to make sure. I know I checked those two because they're on. It shouldn't come back into the mechanics area. It's not tall enough, and it shouldn't come back into that house area. So I am going to. So here we go. Right here, we are going to add another whoosh, another house, another apartment building. And this apartment building will allow us to actually have kids. So let me see, are we ready? Constructed. All right. Did I move it back inside? I did. Let's come here and let's X. And there it is. So this is the new building here. This part right here where, let me see if I can show you. There should be something here, but I can't attach anything there. So this part right here, I'm just going to go ahead and fill this in. Right in this spot. Later we can do something about the roof and stuff, but right now we're going to put this right here, and that takes care of that. Okay, now to get into this building, I need a couple of things. I need and I see this. I need an architect's cutter. I need glass, and I need it to be the white glass, and then I need copper. I think it's this one, but it should be waxed. Cut copper, and let's do this. So is this wax cut copper? Good. White stained glass. Excellent. Let's come here and let's go to doors, and let's pick one of these. Let's pick this. Let's put this in and this, and that is the correct way. So that is the one that we want, and let's cut that. So right here, where this is, right here is our new doorway. And there's that. Okay, next, I need one more thing with the cut. Let's get lanterns, TER. We're going to do the same lanterns that we did in the other town. Why did I do that? Architect. We're going to do the same lanterns because I just love the way those look. So we'll do them here too. So we'll put this here, go here. Let's take this, and I believe we have to do it this way. Yes, we do. Okie dokie. Now we can let these pieces go for a minute, and we'll go in, and let's put the first ones of these here and here, and that one's done. Let's put one here, and ooh, look what we've got. We've got a preservation there. We of course have to decorate the insides of these buildings, but right now we're just getting them situated so that they can move in. And finally, I think this is the last floor. Let's see. Nope, one more. And this one, I need to come here. It's that one and that. I've got that. And then here, I need this one. And right here, I need this. All right, and then just for now, hello you. What just happened there? Let me move back. There we go. And that to close. Those are the original doorways. And then let's come in here. So I don't see any indication of anything. Let's get rid of that door so they're not trying to go through here. And we'll have to go upstairs and get rid of the other door in that area too, so they don't think there's a door there. And then we have so much decoration work to do. You just think these frames are too fat? What about thin ones? No, I don't want the light to be overwhelming in these hallways. So I like them. I actually like that it's just a little light there. So now we have these in the building, so we don't need to hold them. And so here's what we're going to do. We're going to move in. We're going to move Emery in here, because this is an apartment building. We're going to move Violetta in here, and we're going to absolutely move Nolan in here. We could move Royal into here because he's also working on the ground floor. But we'll check for a minute. Let's find Nolan first and see. And yeah, I want it to be softer, the type of light. There we go. He's homeless, so he has to be here. So now Emery, Violetta, Nolan live here. Royal is not with anyone. This is actually farther away than his current distance, so we're not going to move him. He's actually happier in the Covenstead, which is where he is. I don't think anyone else right now needs to come down here. Eventually, maybe the new carpenter will come down here. And no! That's the brand new Undertaker falling. Oh man. How sad. We just lost the daughter of the Undertaker had taken her place and was going to be the Undertaker, the Druid Undertaker, and we just lost her. And hold on for a second, because I'm not going to put any kids yet. Okay. Now, the Undertaker was the person that I probably should have moved into that house. She actually was living up higher. And what I notice is that that comes into play sometimes. I believe that she was living here temporarily. Yes, guys. I know, you're not going to work. All right, so Haley is too far away, I think, to recover her. Let's see where she fell from. 22474, negative 560. See where I am right now? It's 540. 22448. It's this area right here that is the problem. And I thought I had done everything to sort of like make it safe, and I still must. Oh no, see this gate here? I missed this gate. I missed these two gates. Of course I did, because he remade this. They were working on this. I think this is a new level, and I forgot. I think this is a new level, and I forgot to fix these. This seems like right. Let me see. 2445, just a second. Let's look here, and let's go to this. 2448, 2445 is, nope, 2448. 2448 is, wait a second. Let's see where 2448 is. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah. Now, I don't know, in actuality, if they went up to the Mystic site and came off right here, but 2448 is right here. This is it right here. And see where that gate is? So somewhere in here, this is where it happened, and this is where the others died. So it's almost as though she went up to see where her mother died, Elena, and perished as well. Wow. All right. So if it was here, I would think that I would do something about this right away. But what I'm going to do up here where the rabbit hutch is I'm going to put in the glass block here first. And let's get some. I've got a piece of glass block here. Let's get one of those. And I've also got a piece of wood block, wall. These are wall pieces. This is what's their names? Domum ornamentum. And let's start with this. So we're going to take all of this away. I know that when this is rebuilt, it's going to once again be opened up. But for right now, I'm going to do this part right here. Do you see her? Did you see her? So let me watch her for a minute. Let me watch. Where are you going? I want to see what she does. Okay, well that's good. Let's take this away just in this part right here for a minute. I'm sorry about the sign. I would like to have those things be preserved because I like those.
Good day to you.
No, you can't go this way, Coraline. I don't know where she was going, but this is the thing. Ooh, I think I just got rid of a stone there. And I just have to do it. I just have to do it. So there we go. Let me get this. I just took that stone away, and let's put this in. And we're going to, we won't have to put this all the way up now, because we're putting this in right here. Let me do this. Oh, that's why I put it up. Oh, so that they couldn't crawl up over top of those and get out. So I just wanted to put that there. Okay, and now let's come over here. Why can't I get by? Hello. They can't get by here. So how did that happen? They can't get by? But with the fence they could, huh? But with the wall they can't? Oh, that's interesting. So that doesn't matter anyway because they can't get by right here. Okay, I'm going to take down this part. We don't need this because they technically can't get by right there. So we'll leave that. Where'd she go? Where did she just go? Did you see that? Did she use magic? I think she did. All right, and then right here where this is, I'm going to take this one away for right now. And put this in and put this here. Now, if I make this up high, then they can't use that to get on the fence. All right, so this is what it would look like. This is what it would look like if it was fenced like this. Let's take that away. This is the South Rock House. And that part looks like this right now. I have to bring it all the way to here so that they don't boom, boom, boom. They can't get out. So here they can't get, yes they can, look at that. Okay, so I need to bring this over. Oh, we've got one of these. This is perfect, so I can show you what happens with this. Let's put this here. Let's put, let's get this piece for a moment and this. And we can now put a base down like that. I'm going to bring this all the way down here and it'll lock to that. And then right here, that one is locked. And this one is locked. And we could bring it to the next set. And I think we need to because of what keeps happening here. So we'll bring it to here. And put this up to here. And put this here. And put this here. I know it doesn't make any sense. I understand. I do. But I need to make sure. Okay. So, what do you think of that, Mixasa? What do you think? Is he still working on this? He is. That's what the problem is. So you know what's going to happen. I just did that whole thing, and he's going to take it apart. He's going to take it apart. But I wanted to sort of like show what's going on there. And that little area there where there's a break here, I wonder if it makes it seem like it's a shortcut to them. That line there. I might have to do something about that. Yeah. Yeah. And there we go. Okay. It's the same location for both, and that's the reason why it's unfortunate, but I really do have to do that. Let's take this and make this one of these, and that will help with that. And now, just because I have that, I'm going to take these and put here. We'll do the same on this side. I'm sorry you can't see, and it is raining. Let me come in here and let's go to sleep for a minute so you can see what I just did. Gosh, we just lost that entire family to unfortunately. So this is going to be like this now. And this is our new, this is the new courier for the submarine, I keep calling it a submarine, for the balloon, for the firefighters balloon. And now that part is secured there. They can't get through here, and we haven't done any other part. So I want to see if this helps with this section. Up here, we did the same thing and it's not working. See that right there? That is Violetta. I forgot that Violetta is living with somebody. I thought I moved her into the housing down here, but it looks like she is living up here with her. What she does is she comes out of this building, she goes, that's where she lives, she goes in here, kisses Susanna, who's her partner, she climbs up here. Now this is me, I admit. She comes out here, walks over here, walks back out here, and comes down here until she can find a way down to where she works. So if I know that Violetta, it's not just Violetta. That means that the guards, the druids, are doing that too. That the druids are doing that. Did you like it? Isn't she pretty? This is the enchanter. And she has on a beautiful set. And let me see if I can see the back. I doubt that I can. Oh, she almost turned around. Let's see if I can see it now. Nope, she keeps turning to me. So yeah, that is what we're doing in those sections. Now, I can't do anything about the mystic site. I thought I had done something to make it, but I would have to put something, all of these bushes right here would have to be too high in this area in order for them not to come over the top of this. I'd have to line this whole thing with bushes. So I'm just looking at how this would look if I did this, so that they couldn't climb in this area. And it would have to come all the way up like this and all the way in here like this. So when they get here, yes, they can. Can they get here? Can from here, can they jump up here? Yes, they can. Okay, so let's take this away. Let's take this away and have them step down into this part. And then I'll have to put something there. I'll have to put a step in here for them. Let's start with dirt. RT for a second and see if this works. And put dirt here. So they can come up to here. Can they get up here? Can they get up here? They can. Okay. So let me get, where's the other leaves? I think Thaler only used these. Yeah, he only used the flowering azaleas for the bushes in this section. So we'll put a second one right there. So when they come up, this is like some kind of wall. They can get here. They can get here. They can come through here. And now, perfect. Let me see what she does. Let me see what the two of them do. These are our firefighters who are coming up to check. And let's see what happens when they cannot use. There we go. I think that we have it, but let's see. Let's see what happens. I don't think. Well, this will be interesting. So they definitely can't. Yeah, she just wanted a nice view of downtown. Yeah, let's look at this. I'm looking at the two of them. And there they go. Okay, they can go down there. The ladder comes all the way up, so they can go. No! Ooh, ooh! Did you see that? Did you see that? Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Okay, all right. Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! Granted, I'm the one who put the mystic site up here, but what? They just jumped. They just jumped from there. Now I don't think they can get up, but this is what I want to see right now. Can they get through there? They cannot. They definitely can get through here. Was I going to go through there? No, I can't get through. I thought I could, but I can't get through these. All right. Whoa. There you had it, folks. You saw it with your own eyeballs. As one of my sisters says all the time, you saw it with your own eyeballs. That firefighter those two firefighters just jumped all the way down from there. So use slabs or panels instead of trapdoors. That's a good idea, and that is a good idea. Since this is a magical building, we can use these and make it seem like it's magic, that these are floating in the air, that this is meant to be a guard place. Let's say that these bushes have grown up magically overnight, practically, right in this area here, and I'm good with that. Do we want it to be down? I think not. Ah, here we go. Okay, let's see what happens this time. So this is our test right here. And I'm just waiting for them to finish their what they came up to do here. Here's another. This is Isolda and Eliana coming up. And there goes Eliana and Isolda. And they're coming out and they're going down. Woo! 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 And there they are. They're taking the streetcar. They're taking the streetcar. I'm just going to watch them for a minute. So where I got the idea, Mixessa and Mr. Villager, was this right here. You had this, you and Matlam, Mixessa, have this right here. I think this is level 4. And it's like, oh yeah, and then they can't cross over. So I thought I was going to do that. I was going to have a fence and this, and it would look like this. And, but I actually like the clearness. I actually like that this is clear like this and that you can see through. So that is good. Now, Violetta lives here. This is one of these things. So Violetta is living here with Susanna, and they, that wasn't Violetta though who came. Was that It was Violetta. Violetta, not Violetta, Valerie. That was Valerie. I kept calling her Violetta, and I was thinking, why would Violetta be up here? I thought I put her in the apartment building, which I did, but they are partners. After the census, which happened for Prasino too, some people who had raised children together did not want to be together anymore, and Susanna and Ilberic were two of those people. So they now have new partners. That was neat. It looked like she turned the lights off. And Susanna's new partner is Valerie, and Ilberic's new partner is Tucker, believe it or not. Yeah, is the mayor. All right. Dun, 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 dun. I think that we can have this fixed, but now more than ever, we need to do the children. We have exactly 30 minutes to do the children again. And there is enough housing in town. The children are raised in town, the school's in town. So we don't have to worry about the kids on the mountain, I hope. And if we do, we're going to find out about it now. And we'll see. And so, now as I said, I'm not sure. Haley is a 5. So she could have gotten to the grave site in time, but it's so far away. I don't know that she actually did. We can check for a moment down here and see. Let's turn on the light for a second and see if there is a grave site down here. There is not. So she did not get to it in time. We can do some more research for her so that, I don't think there are any outside graves, are there? Let me look. No, I don't think so. There we go. Okay, so we can do some more research for her so that she can actually, she'll actually be able to maybe get to that. But we're going to have another druid undertaker as soon as we find one. As soon as we either grow one, we're either going to grow one or we're going to import one, depending on the skills of visitors and things like that. So let's come up here and let's come here. Yeah, and here we are. So this is only a level 4, so we are only doing the 6 just to make absolutely sure that they can do the full amount. And so I think that it was 6 because 10 is a level 5. So it would seem like a 6 would be covered by level 4. So let's begin. Let's go here to permissions. And it is nighttime, Mr. Villager. It's nighttime right now. So this is where we're going to be able to put them in school the next day. And where am I looking for? There's what I'm looking for. And so here's our next set of kids. We're going to have 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And there's the first one, and it's a Greville. Greville, Rhett, Rhett. Okay. And there is a new Ember, EMBERC, Christ Mass, STEMAS. I don't know that I have that name. We'll find out. The Greville name I might have. That sounds familiar. And Wyatt Askew. WYATTCASKEW. There we go. And that's 3. And let's find, let's see. Oh, ooh, Bo has a name. Perichherla, but I don't know if that Perichherla is from underwater base or is here. So we'll find out in just a minute. And there is a new Baker, Addilyn, Adeline Baker, K-E-R. And one more, which I am going to go right now to here. So the second we see them, we turn it off. Malcolm. Okay, and let's go here and stop people from spawning. And Malcolm Barber. So MALCOMCBARBER. All right, so this is a much faster way now that I have of doing this, and I'm going to go to here. Just a second. Oops. Let's go here. It should be here. Did it not? It went away. Yeah, it did. Okay, there we are. So let's go to the place that we actually need to be at. And that is Prasino people. And so there we are. And now we're going to look for the names right quick. So the first name is Greville or Gerville. Is that Gerv? No, it's Greville, G-R-E. So let's look for Greville, G-R-E-V-I-L-E. And not found, so there's an orphan. Let's look for Barber, B-A-R-B-E-R. And there it is. There's Ryan. Rylan, who is not alive, but his daughter is. And there's Raylan. So the question is, whose kid is it? And then there's Finley, who's down here. And so those are the Barbers. And let's say that it's either Finley, Barber, Finley, or Raylan. Finley or Ray. And we'll have to see if they have a partner. And that's one of the ways that we'll find out. Let's go to the next one, which is Baker. And let's look for Baker for a second. A-K-E-R. And 2 found. There's the first one. And the second one has to be a name. And let's see if I can see. Nope, it's an orphan. The only Baker is the actual Baker. So there's a second orphan. So these are 2 orphans. That means we'll have to provide for them to live with people who have kids, like whoever Malcolm's parents are. Let's look for Christmas. Let's come here. Christdemas. And none there. Okay, we've got lots of orphans. And Askew, and I don't remember that name. A-S-K-E-W. And wow, they have an entire set of orphans. That is so interesting. Parachurla. I think that name is from Underwater Base. Cherla. And sure enough, we don't have. Well, this makes it easy. So, or not. We'll find out in just a minute. Let me see here. Let's come to here. Let me have this come up. Let me make this go away. Can I not? All right. I'm going to have to let this go for a minute because it's interfering with me seeing you. Neither underwater colony. Oh, the Nether underwater colony is finished. 180 hours. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to see the pictures on Discord. In the Minecolonies Discord, we'll be able to see the pictures of the underwater Nether colony. Yes, you heard me. Water in the Nether, an underwater colony in the Nether. Because that's just beyond. That just really is. Okay, it should be morning and the kids are going to go to school. So let's get all the kids going to school and then we'll find them all housing. So this is the school. Trinity, I think, is working on some research, so we'll bring her back to teach. Trinity is the school teacher. And let's look here. Uh-oh. We don't have anyone. Do you see that, guys? You see that? That was just a single night. A single night. And they're grown up. This person's grown up and didn't go to school. Well, maybe. Let me see. Oh, okay. All right. I thought for a minute it wasn't going to, that it was saying that they were grown, but they're not. Phew. I was like, how? That's too much. Okay. All right. So there they are. They're in school. And now the one person who does have parents is Malcolm. Let's find Malcolm's relatives for a minute. And all the kids should come to school. Wait, how did that happen? I thought it was nighttime. Okay, so let's find Finley. And let's see if it shows her. There's Dondanas standing there again. This is the second time that I've come in and he's standing here. And see, he responds to me. So he's legit there. And I'm going to call him back to his office and see. He's not even working in this area. He's actually working on a building. There we go. And he should go home now. But he isn't. All right. We'll have to figure out what's going on with him. And see if it's affecting the building of that house. There he goes. See, he just left. I was wondering if wow. Okay. I was wondering if he didn't like living in this house, that he liked his old house better. But we'll find out in just a moment because I am going to go to sleep somewhere very quickly. I want to get Finley and Raylan and see whose kid this is. So Finley's the baker, so I can call her first. I know exactly where she is. I want to see if she has a partner. Pum, pum, pum. Let's come here, manage, and let's recall her. And she is in, oh, good.
It's a fine
Okay.
day.
And, oh. Whoa. Isolde. Oh, now that is interesting. Hold on for a second. That's the first druid child in ages. Let me see if... Let me call her back for a second. What? Let's recall her. And let's look. And let's look. I'm almost... Well, maybe Isolde is not anymore. But that is... Oh, wait. I'm doing it wrong. Those are the parents. Never mind. It's the parents. It's her parents. And sorry, it took me a second to do that. So she is living here. She works here. But because she has a kid, and isn't this convenient? Because she has a kid, she will be allowed to move back into one of these houses here. So we're going to move her in here with her child. And the child, and she is, that is Finley. Wait, it didn't say it was her child. Hold on. It did not say it was hers. There's one more. There's Raylan. This will be interesting. Yes, this is a soap opera. It is indeed. Let's come here and let's look at... Hello, Benedict. You're up early. Let's find... Raylan should be here. And she is. I'm going to recall everybody for a minute because I don't want to hunt her down. And sure enough, now is that Raylan that I just looked at? Let's separate them for a second so that I can make sure that I'm just getting Raylan. There she is.
Good day to ya.
All right, let's do that again. So this child doesn't belong to anybody either. Well, this is quite a thing, isn't it? So since the child doesn't belong to anyone, Raylan is saying to Finley that she can raise Adeline, and not Adeline, Malcolm. It's Malcolm who's theirs, and I think that Finley, since Finley doesn't have a legit partner to raise the child with, we're not going to give her more than just the one child. So we were right. We're going to put her here. She's going to single parent this child right now. We could put her with someone, but I don't want to do that right this minute. And let's make sure we get the right kid is Malcolm. And let's have Finley move back here. There's Malcolm, and let's have Finley. If I don't find her the first time, I'll go to where she lives and get her not to be there. Wait, I thought I just saw. All right. So we'll go. So let's come this way and let's look at where Finley is right now. And she's right here. And we'll unassign her from here. So let's manage and let's unassign her, and we're good to go. Okay, Postco is working on this building. Now we have legit couples here, and because we have legit couples, we can have them parent these children even though they don't belong to the couple. And that is something that actually Tucker learned from Pierce. Both of them are mayors, and they learned that. So up here is, let's see who this is. This is Tucker and Ilberic, and both of them have raised kids. So we're not having them. Let's come down. Let's look here. And this is Dondanas and Elise have a big family together. Let's come over here. Let's look at some people here. I believe that they only have one child, Issa and Emmeline, and Emmeline is home a lot. So this is a level 3. They can have one child be here, and I'm going to do that. Let me make sure there's a bed. There is. See, Emmeline's home. I wonder if I should move them into a larger 5 house for the time being. I could move Emmeline and Issa down into this house and let them raise the kids. However, before I make a big move, because I believe that they've had a kid. Let me look here. This is Marvin and Trinity, and I think they have had a kid. So let's go over to this side of town and look for a minute. Let's see who's here. Mostly, I think everyone here has had a kid. There's nobody here. This is a 3. Let's keep that in mind. I think we're gonna have to have Bega and, this is Charlie, and they're fine here because this is also a 3, if I'm not mistaken. Yes. Okay, so this is the 5 house here. This is Bega and Tessa's house, and we're going to move them out. Bega and Tessa. What we're going to do is see how many kids I have. Well, I'm going to move Finley and Ryan in here. Ryan was living with Finley before. I'm going to assign him here. Let's find Finley, and then we're going to take the child that has her last name first, and 2 other kids, and put them here. And that will... So there's Raylan. Just a sec. Where are these kids? There they are. So Malcolm is her kid, is the kid that's starting this. And then next to them is Bo. And we'll put Ember in. Yep, because we don't have anybody. We'll put Ember here. All right, so this is going to be a nice big family here. Let's take these 2. Let's get bed. Let's get the dark green beds, and we'll put beds here. So there's a bed, and there. Let's go upstairs. And there's 1 bed. We're going to have to let this piece go for right now. And we'll put a bed here. let's get another chest to go here. Nope. Book. B-O-O-K. And let's see. Let's just go ahead and do a stripped dark for right now. And we'll put it right here. And do we want to light upstairs? Let's light the room. Let's get a lamp. And we can get white. There's a lot of green in this room. So we'll do the white lamp right here. And there we are. And here come the kids. So those kids are in bed. And we have them. And they're living. I just have to make sure. Malcolm, Ember, and Bo are living here, and they're living with Finley and Ryan. And that's them. So you remember that Ryan and Finley were living together before the census. And what's the matter, Ryan? What do you need? Oh, I know that I recognize that quest thing. Okay, so that is so that takes care of Malcolm, Bo, and Ember, and now we have Wyatt, Adeline, and Brett. Wyatt, Adeline, and Brett. How close are we? Are we going to make it before we run out of time? Wyatt, Adeline, and Brett. Let's put Begga and let's come here and put Tessa and Begga here. Now, Tessa lost her child. Oh, that's a thought. Tessa lost her child. What if we, and Begga loves kids. She would raise, well, she already has raised a house full. Let's give them one of the kids to raise. Let's give them Adeline to raise. So let's manage housing and give them Adeline. Oops, did I pass it? Let me see. I'm looking for children. There's Rhett. And there is, why don't I have Adeline? Hold on. Let's come back up. Has she grown up? It might be that she's grown, but let's see. So there's Bo, there's Malcolm, there's Wyatt, there's Ember, there's Rhett. Where is she? Is she actually not? Hold on. Let me go look at something. It's possible that she was a visitor and that I made a mistake. Let me come over here and let me check for a minute. I'm going to the town. Yeah, I see it. We are running out of time. Let's come here and let's see who's here. So we have Bo, Ember, Malcolm, Rhett, Wyatt. They're the only ones left in school. Let's come quickly over here and let me look and see if I took Adeline's name down and she's not a child. Let's come to, I think it's this, yeah. Citizen grew up. She just grew up. But she should still be registered. And she's the first one to grow up. So she's growing up without anyone, any family. I hope she's not sleeping good. without any family, but we're going to give her family anyway. And Marvin and let's come here. I think Marvin and Trinity are here. I'm not positive that they have kids. And we put the other kids. Oh, we have this house here. Let's do this. So we have how many kids now? And I should have, and I am going to, I know where they are. So let's run over here to here and let's get them not to be in the tavern, and then I can make sure that I'm getting the right kids easily. So let's come here, and only 2 of them are here. Where are the others? Only 2 of them actually live here. That's interesting. And we're coming to here. Let's come in and let's have this be Rhett, Wyatt, and 1, 2, 3. So Rhett, Wyatt, and Adeline. Those are the only ones that are left. Rhett, Wyatt, and Adeline. So let's find Adeline because I still haven't found her. I could wait and, but I'm going to move Emmeline and Isa in here. And even though these aren't their kids, they kind of would like some. So we're going to let them raise these kids. And now all I'd have to do is find Adeline. And when I find her, if I don't find her, I'm going to follow her home. There she is, unemployed. Okay, so now she's going to go to university, which just happens to be right down the street here. So she's in a perfect position. And she can come in here and get enrolled at the university, and sure enough, there she is. So she's the first one of the students. So all the kids have a home right now. And then when I come back in the morning, I'm going to start, when I come back tomorrow, so for the Saturday show, I will do Twitch and do YouTube, and we'll find, we'll see them grow up, and we'll see what else that we can do to sort of figure it out. But this is the decision that both these towns have made, that rather than have an orphanage, or rather than have the kids end up someplace where they're not wanted, that that 2 people agree that they want to live together and raise the kids like that. And so that's what we have right now. We have an actual couple, so we'll see how they feel about the kids after they've lived with them for a while. I wonder if that changes, and we'll see what happens with that. So, Mixasa, merci, Mixasa. And yeah, it's fine. You know, I just love the build, and I'm not daunted by the things. When we don't have war, so this is the attrition that we have. The others, we've really only lost 4 people, and one of them was my mistake. was my mistake in the reason that they were lost. All the others that have been lost here have been druids that were allured by some strange creature, which we still don't know what it was. And I'm saying that as a mermaid, that I don't know what killed them, but it was always near the water. And so that begins to sound like that maybe there is a new kind of water creature that is amphibian, is land and water, and something like that. So we'll find out. Oh, how? Why did you come? How did you even? Where? How did you see that? She was here. How did she get to here even? Maybe I'm doing this and it doesn't matter? That was weird. Did you see that? She actually was on the roof and there's no place for her to have come from. Yeah, it could be sirens. The siren weapon. It could be that someone used the siren weapon. If that is the case among the Mers, we have a rogue. And if that is the case, then our sirens, who are the equivalent of druids on land, our sirens will find this rogue because they have misused their abilities, and we will have to do something about that. We definitely will. All right, I think Mr. Villager is gone right now, but obrigado, Mr. Villager, and I'm sorry. We will, now that we have the kids done, tomorrow we will actually work on Mr. Villager's design that he gave me for that wall that we have, and it's actually really nice. I like it. And so we're definitely going to make this wall not look like this. And that's what we want to do. And then, yeah, we'll have to see. So I see this. Did she just walk off the edge of that? So I might have to have some other way around here. I'm watching her. And sure enough, she's going to go to the other. We'll make this a ramp that comes down. On this side, we'll bring those hills up. Those are things we'll do in the future. I'm leaving. Gotta go. Okay. Because you see what's happening, right? I'm continuing. I'm continuing to go. But merci beaucoup, Mixasa. Thank you. And for all of you who are watching now, thank you so much. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Enjoy your games. Enjoy watching all the other gamers. I'll be back tomorrow, and we're going to listen to Vincentius Primus's music right now. Here we go. Bye for now. Bonne soirée, Mixasa. Boa tarde, Mr. Villager.